Hello everyone, this is ACryInShame, and welcome back to another Dusk and Dawn. We're actually joined this time with our good friend Peter.
Hey everybody, how you all doing today?
It'll be a fun little day. Peter's telling us about something we were informed about from our lovely voice in our head, Miriam.
One of the gods in our heads that decides to talk on a regular basis decided to leave us a nice little gift of a story so that we have some information about this world that we're on. And he placed it in a house with a brick roof in the village we found originally. And looking for me, that's the house I decided to take refuge in at the end of the previous episode. And I spawned right next to the book. So, let's have a look at the book, shall we? Let's actually open the...
While we're listening to Peter, I'm going to head back to said area to look at where that was. I'm kind of curious. Now, does the map show... Does the map mod show us? No, it does not show where each other are. That's good. I was curious on that too.
What's the button for the map? Oh.
M.
Yeah. I said J because I've used the journey map before, but it's M.
Yeah. I was really curious on the idea of whether or not it was like it would show us where everybody was, and this way, like, then we would know where everybody was, you know, basing. We don't want that.
Miriam's on the server right now.
I did see that too.
The gods are watching us. The gods are watching us.
Okay,
let's have a read of this book, Message from the Gods, entitled "The Gods for Kids." Stemverus Wifey. The book is called "The Gods for Kids," and it's by Stemverus Wifey, second cycle of 67. This is a story of three gods. You are a big boy or girl now, and it is time to share the story with you. It all started many, many years ago, when the three gods Miriam, Zirian, and Dunos created our world. Nobody knows how this happened, however, we know why. The three gods were all alone in the skies above and needed company, so they made Noklar and us. When they finished their creation, they had a look at it and were not happy. Zirian complained that there was not enough mischief going on. Miriam complained people did not care enough about each other. Care about enough. Do not complain, well, he didn't really have a reason, he just liked complaining. For this, you need to know that Miriam is a god full of understanding for other people. He wants humans to have fun on their world, but at the same time respect and value each other. He wants everyone to feel safe, so that you don't need to be scared that someone is going to steal your items. When he looked at the world he had created with Zirian and Dunos, he was less than pleased. For him, people were too egotistical and mean. He could see people stealing and destroying other people's things, and hurting fellow humans and animals for no good reason. The world was too evil for him, and that's why he complained. However, you should know that Zirian likes chaos. His domains are mischief of all sorts and anarchy. For him, there should be no such thing as law. People should not desire to work together for greater good, but instead they should concentrate on themselves. They should prank each other and cause chaos and disorder. When he looked at the world he had created with Miriam and Dunos, he was disgusted. He saw people setting up villages with mayors caring about their populace. He saw how they invented the laws and acted upon them. He saw that people could not only enjoy themselves anymore, because everything in their life was regulated. For him, it was too much harmony and too little fun, and that's why he complained. At last, there was Dunos. To the date, nobody really knows who or what Dunos is, even though there have been many people pretending they did. Some people say Dunos is a god of emotions, but others just say he is the god of change. In change of either your feelings and their expression, or a change of anything that ever happens. When Dunos looked at the world he had created with Miriam and Zirian, he didn't see anything special. He saw humans of all sorts minding their business, but he knew caring and Noklar wouldn't do anything for him, and that's why he stirred up the fight, telling Miriam that the world wasn't lawful enough, and telling Zirian the world was too good. This was Noklar, plus the fights between the two gods were of entertainment for years. Dunos' idea worked out. To this day, Miriam and Zirian are arguing so their followers are Noklar, but Dunos' true story. Maybe it was particularly Miriam's fault, maybe it was Zirian's fault, and Noklar wasn't perfect at all. I cannot give you the solution. I can tell you which god is the truth. This is for you to find out. Whom do you believe the most? Which story do you think is the most believable? And that's the story.
Story time with Peter.
Written by Stenvaris Wifey. There you go. And it's still dark outside, and the sun is coming up, so we can go outside. And there's a rabbit just disappearing into a brick. Okay, magic rabbit. I always think these villages are a bit dangerous. There's doors like 7 blocks up. Okay.
So I made a mistake. A possible grave mistake. Oh no, actually I'm
I
okay.
love the fact there's a gift in this village for Kammellion. Let's leave that alone. And head out. Oop. You say you made a mistake, you say?
Now, a mistake was made, but it's not too harmful, because the mistake that I made was that I had vein mined a tree, pretty big tree at that, and I had no food to replenish myself afterwards.
Right, okay, yeah.
So now I'm currently starving, but because we're peaceful, I'm not dying.
It won't last, trust me. It won't last.
Yeah, the gods have already decided that in the near future they are going to they're going to go ahead and remove that peacefulness, and things are going to be chaotic. As you heard, our first episode, things are changing. Things are changing in this world.
Indeed are changing.
Maybe those things that are changing are Dunas' fault. Maybe that's what he's doing. Maybe he's causing the change. I think that's a solid theory, right?
Definitely is a theory. Change is happening, and it'll be
Totally
either for
God's fault.
someone's humour or because somebody wants something from it. Okay, let's get some stuff up and running.
I keep hearing every once in a while like explosions.
It's the
meteors, I see.
thingies.
Oh, witchery stuff. Okay.
Just set myself up with some good tools. I plan on surviving.
A diary of a tinkerer. Today is a new day. I finally left home and decided to wander around the wilderness until I found a good place to call my home. I decided to keep a log of my creations, mechanics. Okay.
So you found a book or something?
Yeah, I found a diary of a tinkerer from Tinker's Construct.
Oh, okay.
It's not a normal book, it's a tinkerer book.
I was surprised to find that my wooden axe won't break wood.
Okay.
I made a wooden axe to cut down trees a bit more efficiently, so I just had materials.
Yeah.
And every time I broke a block in the tree, it was like, nope. And then I broke a block with my hand, it was happy.
Book of Biomes. Take these. I'm sure the gods are going to be angry with me on this, but, whatever.
Oh, tempting them already. Episode 2.
Episode 2, tempting the Lords on high. I mean, the first episode we started looting housing, so I mean, how much worse can it really get?
Like I said, hashtag playing Kammellion.
Playing Kammellion. Yep. Totally his fault. Everything's his fault.
Oh, it's another village.
It seems to be an empty house.
There's another village nearby in the desert.
Is there really? What's this? This apothecary. Alright. I think some of these villagers are just leaving their wallets sitting around places. Because I keep finding emeralds on the floor in the village.
Just need to put some potatoes back.
Alright, cool.
Where'd the potatoes
I
go?
don't make one anymore. Cauldron. This is apothecaries. What's this? Hey villagers, what's this house that you were in that I wish to take a look into? Is the house literally filled with villagers? They're just all here. Iris? You're a Fletcher. Okay. How about the other guy behind you? I want to talk to the guy behind you, please. Nope. Not gonna talk to me? Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try and keep away from the village. I want to actually be able to build something, but I know for well if I'm near a village, it'll be tempted not to.
This. Some bread. And tongue of dog. Lovely. I guess in a way, right? What you do, and whether or not you're worried about some god being spiteful or smiteful or whatever you want to say upon you, is really depending on which god you're trying to appease.
It is indeed.
I mean, technically, if I wanted to appease the god of chaos, then going around stealing everybody's stuff, that's pretty chaotic. Taking this, I don't care. You can mad at me all you want. I don't give a crap.
Found something good, have you?
The Thaumonomicon. I found a Thaumonomicon.
Not a clue what that is. Have fun. Okay.
It's the book that you need to get started with TrollCraft.
Right. Okay.
So.
Still no idea what that is, but I know it's one of the mods.
It's a magic mod. Yeah, it's a really fun magic mod. Watch. This entire Minecraft series is pretty much going to be. ACryInShame has played all these mods. Nobody else has.
I haven't played any of the mods, so I've...
have you only played vanilla before?
No, I played Might, but that's the only mod I've played, and that's vanilla-ish.
Okay, that's like vanilla plus kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah, it's basically hardcore vanilla, but it's still all the recipes are still vanilla, apart from a handful of them. So as a result, all the modded recipes are like, I have no idea what that does, but I'm gonna have fun finding out.
Yeah, well, if you get stuck with any of the mods, there's always resources to look up. If one of us not around who knows stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, I made the Tinker's Tale because Miss Washington Toad in my YouTube channel. I asked him because he's done all the modding stuff before, and he just went, "Yeah, here's a link; it'll help you out."
Cool.
Because he's played pretty much all the mods. If I have a question, it's always around.
Yep.
Yeah, we pretty much have the same cycle. To be awake, so yeah, he's like 5 hours behind me, so it makes sense. Okay.
How chaotic do I really wish to be? That is the question. Because I'm seeing some really good stuff around that I just want to walk away with. Gonna be honest.
I'm not actually looting the village too much. I'm just sort of investigating it. Then getting, if it's something that could be useful, but I don't know what is useful, so it's like what I think would be useful without too much effort.
Yeah, like I found finding the Thaumonomicon is a fantastic find that I am not just going to ignore.
There's a house floating in. It's annoying.
What's this?
I want inside.
Treated sticks, immersive engineering. Scouts spotted a talking llama in the cave to the west behind a big mountain. It flew before our men could take it as captive. Please put your pets on a leash. So what you're telling me is there's an eddy in the west?
Sounds like there's something in the west. Oops, let me get out of this house. Alright, I'm gonna head.
I have to look that up. A letter from Mira to Kammellion. Is that the one you're talking about?
Is it at the house with the brick roof? Yep, I didn't actually open that one because it's with his name on it, so... There's so many of these thingy cubes that you were kind of paranoid about.
Oh, this is when you're talking about the Gods for Kids?
Yep. Gods for the Kids upstairs, the one for Kammellion was outside.
Yeah. Yeah. A lantern. Neat. The brick house. Okay, so this is the one you're talking about then. Because I found the book that you just read. Here's the book.
Yep.
That's pretty neat. I like that.
Nice story.
Cool. It's a good story. Green wool. Most of this house is very flammable.
Well, if you want a certain god to like you, you know what you do.
Yeah, right? Engineering blueprint. Common projectiles. Create an item. Task hold cartridge. Armor piercing cartridge. Silver cartridge. Buckshot high explosive cartridge. I've never used immersive engineering to know what this does.
What is this building?
There are definitely mods I don't know, but a lot of them I do know. To Kammellion.
I'm taking advantage of it being peaceful because I've got a feeling those things in the water are deadly. Feels like
Engineer's
sharks.
hammer. I think I know what this chest does, though. Let me double check. This is what I think it is. If it is, that'll be awesome. It is. Okay, so storage crates are the stuff that you can throw items into, then pick up, and all the items are retained in the chest. Okay, cool. Nifty. I kind of really want to take this. This is a fantastic little setup here. But what I'm going to do instead of taking this from anybody is I'm going to leave this here and hope that everybody else does the same thing and leaves it so that we as a community can use it before making our own.
Okay, it's now dark,
there's
and
a
I am
door.
way outside of anywhere safe. So,
I'm gonna go
back to the village.
Go move to the west.
Back
Find
to the village for
this
safety.
cave that has a llama.
Cave has a llama. Does the llama have a name?
Well, they don't know. They just said that they spotted supposedly a llama in the west. Is that our apples? Is that an apple tree? Oh, please tell me it's an apple tree. My powers are waning. I can only hold off the evil for a few more nights.
Okay. Okay, Miriam, don't worry, we will...
Miriam has spoken to us. He has informed us that it'll be dangerous in a few days.
So we need to find somewhere safe, make our own shelters, and make an altar to help Miriam keep the powers. Also, don't stop off the little cliff that I almost fell off of.
Oh, I did find a... I found marble.
Marble?
Yeah, I found marble. So, I'm totally making my shrine temple thing out of marble.
Can you mine it, or do you need something to mine it with?
No, the stone pickaxe works fine for mining. It acts like stone for mining level, so it was perfectly fine to mine up, which is cool. I was happy about that. I was like, cool,
Excellent.
don't got nothing too tough. And there seemed to be a lot of it, so I'm assuming that it's fairly common. So I'm pretty sure... Oh, they're cherries. They're not apples, they're cherries. They're huge cherries.
How nice.
They're gigantic cherries. I'll take those. Now, if I remember correctly, you should be able to take an oak sapling and a cherry to make... Yeah, a cherry tree! That's what I thought. Awesome. You can do the same thing with apples, too. You can take an oak sapling and an apple and make an apple tree. And then apples will grow on the tree, on the outside, so you can harvest by right-clicking rather than cutting down the tree. What is that point over there? What? Is that what that is? Okay, it looks like there's a temple over there. We're exploring this temple. We're taking the advantage of it being peaceful, and we're exploring this temple. Ox-eye daisy?
What's a dimensional cross block?
What's that?
Dimensional cross block.
Dimensional cross block. I don't know. Actually, since we have this whole, because Miriam is staving off the death, doom, and destruction for a little while, I found another chance cube. I think it's safer to open it now than it would be later, because if it does spawn the crazy superpowered wither, then we don't die horribly.
Luckily, still spawned it. Oh, the village is sleeping.
There's squid here too. Now, let me just try something real quick. So I want to make sure for the ink wells, because you can make ink wells in this, required for Botania and TrollCraft, right?
Okay, yeah.
My thing is, do we have to use ink sacks, or is there another method that doesn't involve me slaughtering poor squid? That has never harmed me.
That's always the question. You don't want to hurt anything you don't need to hurt.
Well, I mean, there's certain aspects. I mean, I would like to keep. I would like to not hurt things like squid. Like, squid don't do anything to you. That's like a piranha of some sort. A huge fish. Well, piranhas are actually pretty tiny, so I don't know what this is. What's that? A sturgeon? A sturgeon. Let's see, it's like a. Looks like a prehistoric dolphin or swordfish. Something. Ooh, sugarcane. I'll take you. Thank you. I can grow some sugarcane now. Also.
Okay. I have a bed so I can go somewhere and set a spawn point.
Here is something. What is this? What is this shrine I see before me? Let me check out the shrine.
Okay, where to go? Where should I set my base up? I want to be nearby the village if I want to come back, but not so close that it's too tempting to come back.
Environmental accumulator. Found in dark temples, not craftable. Evil craft. Environmental.
There's a beacon over there. What's the beacon?
What is evil craft? Chest. What is all this? Ooh, Ender. Ooh, I'm taking those.
Beacon.
I'm considering this all loot. Safari nets.
There are little temples around with beacons around in front of them, aren't there?
Emergency ration. So I'm assuming that this is all lootable. So I'm taking this as loot. This loot is now mine. I make these guys. Treated wood planks. Okay.
Every time I travel in a direction, there's a house of some kind. I get this feeling that it's a little bit too populated for setting up a house somewhere safe.
I want to see if I can pick this up, but I'm also afraid to do so.
Okay.
I'm afraid to break it. I don't want to like shatter it. I want to harvest it. Environmental accumulator. I have no idea what this is. But it's from a mod called Evil Craft. I mean, it's kind
that makes
of.
it sound safe.
It's totally found at dark temples, not craftable. But the not craftable part is the like, I can't make it, so I want to harvest it kind of thing.
You cannot make it in the future, so you want to get it now.
Exactly.
What the hell is that? Fallen meteor.
Yeah, well, that's probably the explosions I keep hearing. Those meteors falling. Alright, so
well, there's a handful of them. I'm going to mark them. I have a feeling they're going to be important.
So I'll mark this. Das Dark Temples. Okay. So the Dark Temple. We have the village with our starting location.
Oh, I know where that place is. That's the house that we stayed in the first night the Kammellion started eating all stuff.
I'm going to continue, because I actually have a bit of map from our testing server, so I'm actually moving into that area to overwrite the testing server map to what the actual map is now.
I never got into the testing server.
Okay, so you don't have that issue.
What the hell is this?
I jumped on the testing server to make sure everything worked. I wanted to help.
Oh, it's a spaceship.
I wanted to help the lords upon high make sure that the worlds in which they have created were not buggy.
I believed in the power of the gods and didn't need to be supervised by mere mortals.
Supervised, not the word I would use.
That's a big tree over there. Right, I have not found anywhere I'd like to put a base down yet.
Yeah, I
I'm
found...
not scouting around for somewhere I'd like to be.
Ooh, here's another cave. Mark that as a copper hole.
Okay, where am I relative to everything else?
So I don't know how far away this cave that sign had spoken of. Is that lava on the surface? It looks like there's lava on the surface. But I'm not seeing this thing they spoke of. I do like that clay is craftable.
Clay is craftable?
Clay is craftable. It has a recipe, yes.
Yeah. Excellent.
So if you are unlucky and cannot find any, at least it exists for you to craft. What is that? What hat are you wearing, chicken? Now, chicken, I am sorry for doing this to you. I apologize, but that hat must become mine.
Yeah. Dear chicken, yes, that's mine now.
I'm sorry for ending your life over a hat, but it's a really nice hat. Let's see what this is. The Swiss Tababi hat.
Not the Swiss Tababi hat.
It's now mine.
I have no idea what that is, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either. It looks like the right person. A straw hat. I will totally wear the straw hat. I will be the farmer of awesome. I'll be the rice farmer of
wooden
awesome.
tools are useless.
More or less,
They're
yeah.
always
You definitely need to
they're
go.
always next to useless.
They're more or less useless, and you have to go and make tinker tools.
I know that long term, but I haven't got the resources to tinker tools just yet.
To get tinker, all you need is wood to get started. Just a bunch of wood. So you get wood and put them and make sticks from the wood, right? And then with the sticks, you can. I'm brain farting. Give me a second. So you do 2 sticks and 2 planks.
I have the guide. I sort of glanced over the guide earlier. I haven't actually got into it fully yet.
Okay, but if you need help, I'm here for you.
Far out. Let's start something, but I'm a little bit further out. I think.
Still a big tree.
A bit more in
some
that
mystical blue
direction.
flowers.
I want to be a little bit higher, but awesome, but flattish. But everybody's a bit torn up.
Yeah, seems like a lot of things have seen
What is
better
that?
days. This is a meteorite. A meteor. I guess meteor.
This could be nice.
A
Dangerous place to set up.
A meteorite is after it's already hit the ground, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay. And a meteor is when
Meteor
it...
in the air, meteorite on the ground.
Cool. We have meteorite here. That's what I thought this meteorite was. It's applied energetics. I can't pronounce it, but it is what I thought it was. Okay, to get started with that mod, you have to crack into a meteorite. I'm gonna mark that one down.
Okay.
You're right.
This
Apply
place doesn't look too bad
energetics.
as
I
a.
think it's pronounced, but that's a fun mod to work with as well. That pretty much is a really
Is it
good
the energy
store.
one?
That's the it doesn't generate energy, but it's a item storage. So like it's item storage and auto crafting stuff. Is that oil? I
Which
can't
direction do you travel in,
seem
out of
to
curiosity?
read what water or different liquids are. So I'm gonna mark this as oil ? I guess today's episode is all about exploration.
For me, it is until I set up a permanent camp and then build from there.
Well,
And get some temples up and running for people.
For me, it's going to be exploration. I'm just
What's that doing?
exploring the
I'm
area.
wandering the lands. I'm wandering the lands looking for places to set up a camp and find new resources.
There's another obelisk. I believe the obelisks mark something special.
I've been to one. There is definitely something special at them. There's one in just inside the desert I found. There's a lot of desert around here, though. A lot of desert.
What tree is this? This is a nifty little tree. This is a Sakura tree? It's all pink. Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Dun, 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 dun.
Sorry, I'm coming up with some ideas to mess with people.
So many villages around this place.
Really? I didn't see any.
I keep stumbling across them. I can see one right on the end of my visual range.
I'm gonna spot there too. Eerie? Biome
Might be a
Savannah.
single house, actually.
Eerie.
I didn't know it was
Eerie
a single
biome?
house by itself.
Savannah biome.
From my Minecraft knowledge, a single house in the middle of nowhere is, by itself is completely safe and never has any problems.
Oh, 100% safe. 100%. 150% safe. No problems ever come from a house in the middle of nowhere.
Or by itself with nothing else around it.
Yep, totally safe.
Yeah, that person inside there looks nice and safe as well.
Now, with the witchery mod, there's actually a possibility of housing spawning that have a witch in it that'll actually trade you witchery materials.
Okay, that house definitely was a witch house, which I thought it was.
With an
I
evil
thought the
witch
house
in
by
it?
itself has got to be a witch. Yeah.
Ooh, there's another aura mod. Aura node here.
Okay.
I showed the stats in it for a second and it disappeared, so obviously there's some mods interacting with each other here. Let's go ahead. Try Aura
Isn't there
node.
supposed to be like a UI update that lets you see if you can mine something or not?
There was supposed to be, but
I'm not seeing it, so
I'm
I'm
not seeing
breaking
it
things
either.
sometimes and losing the items because I didn't know it was not breakable.
yeah. There's supposed to be like that thing that tells you whether what the item is. It's supposed to have a green check mark if you can break it. But I'm not seeing that.
Yeah. No, I'm not seeing it. Most of the button to activate it, or if it's an option. It's
Yeah, I
turned
didn't
off in the mods.
I didn't
What's
see
that?
that nowhere else.
The
So I
sheep with a
guess
party hat.
Until
I
things
approve.
change.
I approve massively.
Just trial and error, I guess. Now just continue. What is this? Why is everything on fire? What is this? Fallen meteor. Temperature cooled. Burning hot.
My aimless wandering right now is part of the reason why I'm used to Minecraft. I don't know where to set up camps, I just wander around forever.
This is a fallen meteor, but it's not part of the same fallen meteors from the other mod. Different
Alright.
one. And that's... Are those the magical trees? Ah, they're magical trees. Oh, great. I'm finding all the cool things.
Sound like you're having fun.
Exploration.
Well, he's planning for fun anyway.
Yeah, I'm planning for fun. That's a good way of putting it. Can I break this with this pick? I don't know. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. Doesn't seem like that be the case.
What biome am I in? Savannah. It's a crappy biome to be in.
I know what that is, though. I saw one of those earlier. That is a 4-leaf clover that we are going to pick up. Got one of those in the last episode. Burning a hot... I'm pretty sure the burning a hot meteorite is bad to touch.
What I would do right now for a shulker box.
What's that?
What I would do right now for a shulker box.
Alright, so I'm going to get rid of the oak saplings. I have plenty of those. Can I find the cooled one? Is that possible?
Pumpkins. Hey,
That's
pumpkin.
the case. Can I pick it up this way? No, I can't seem to mine the meteorites at this point. But I'm still going to mark this as another meteorite. Meteorite. Thanks for watching. If you liked that video, hit the like button below. If you'd like to see more videos like that one, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to get notifications, make sure to hit that bell. You can also check out our website for more information on different games. If you would like to support us, check out our Patreon page for more information on how to do so.